So, once upon a time, there was a woman called Jill.
It's been Mars name.
Is it?
Yeah, she also.
All right. So, she grew up in Manchester, and she'd done overseas work. So
What kind of overseas?
no,
I know there was such a thing as overseas work.
No.
Ops.
Nothing like that. She'd done,
Bay of Pigs invasion.
So she was in fucking sales and stuff. So she had to travel a bit. She was selling stuff.
Yeah.
And it's not actually that important to any of the story. So I'll just skip through it. She moved back to Manchester and she was in her mid-30s. And she's now she's in Manchester. She grew up on this street and she's living 2 blocks away from the street she grew up on. And literally 2 days after she moves into a new place in Manchester, she gets a call off her sister, and her sister's called Bethany.
Nice.
And her sister's I work in this pet shop now on the street, because there was a pet shop on the street they grew up on, and she's I'm working in this pet shop now. I'm living in the pet shop as well. He's not because the pet shop, then there's a flat above it, and she's saying it's just a makeshift apartment for now and stuff, but you should come in tomorrow, and because they've not seen each other in years. So Jill goes to the pet shop the next day, and when she goes in, there's a man behind the counter in the pet shop, and he's got a must, a 70s
handlebar mustache.
Yeah, in one of the music video, Depeche Mode. I don't know.
Yeah.
Did they have Freddie Mercury, kind of that mustache?
And you go to when you think 80s mustache,
and he's standing behind the counter and he says I've never seen you in here before, and she goes, me sister lives above the pet shop, and this fella says, I'm Owen, I'm a fiance, and she's she didn't tell me she was engaged. That's what Jill says to this Owen guy, and this Owen goes, well she's not in now, but if you want to go up and I'll give you the key. It's just a small flat we're staying in. We're saving up for to buy our own property. And just goes, all right. And as she's about to walk up, he kind of continues the conversation. So she's not she's about to walk up and he carries on talking, so she stops. Yeah. And he goes Bethany didn't tell me she had a sister. And Jill's I've been away working for a while. Overseas. So this Owen goes, oh no, she didn't mention anything. And Jill goes, well, I'm back for good now and stuff. I've not seen her since I was fucking 19. And this Owen she thinks to herself, this is weird, this. Because you don't really say this, you don't say this to anyone, but you don't say it to someone you've only just met. And this Owen goes, well, you don't look too well. And she doesn't feel well, but she's thinking it's weird that you just say that. And then she goes, I had a cold a couple of weeks ago, so I think I'm getting over that. And this Owen goes, so what's your blood type? And she goes, I don't know why. And this Owen goes, that can play a role in everything. Your blood type can determine everything. And she just says, all right, I'm just go up now and wait in the flat. And as she's about to walk up through the door to where the stairs are up to the flat, there's another room, and there's this cage with a load of cats in and a 9-inch what's it called? Flat screen TV, and it's positioned where the cats are, and the cats in the cage, they're only kittens, they're sitting. These like four of them. They're sitting in like they're sitting in like a line, looking at the small TV. You just think that's weird. It's like they've been trained to watch the telly. So she walks up and lets herself in, and later on, her sister's back, Bethany, and they're talking, and Bethany goes, "Mum's coming down tomorrow," and because she's not seen her mum for ages either, so she's going, "All right then, well I'll get here earlier tomorrow and stuff. What time's mum coming?" And Bethany goes, "She'll be here at 1. We'll go and have like is it lunch at 1 o'clock, or is that is lunch still 1 o'clock? Yeah, right, all right. So I didn't want to say dinner because that's later, isn't it? But oh no, that's the same as lunch, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, they're having food at 1 o'clock. So as she's leaving, she's walking down the stairs of this pet shop, and this younger woman looks like, in her 20s. She's walking up the stairs, and she's got a carton of pineapple juice in her hand, and she's walking past her, and she just stops. So like, because the stairs are quite narrow, Jill can't walk past, and Jill goes, "Oh, sorry, I'll squeeze past you," and this girl goes, no, it's all right, don't. And Jill goes, "No, I'm leaving now. Like, do you know Bethany?" And this girl goes, "No." And she's thinking, well, why is she walking up to the flat? Because it's only the one flat. Yeah. And then this girl just says to her, me dad got killed by a tram. And then she just carries on walking. So the next day, Jill goes back around to the flat, and the mum is there with Bethany, and they've got all, like the fucking food out and stuff, and Owen's sitting at the table, and he shaved the moustache off this time. So like she's just thinking, I wonder if he's like, I don't know, I wonder if he didn't mean to grow, just like she's just noticed it, so like like he'd just not shaved for a while. So
the perfectly formed
she sits she sits at the table, and the mum goes, "I've not seen you in ages, where have you been?" And Jill goes, "Oh, I've told you, Mum." Her mum's like fucking in her 80s now. She's like, she's going, she doesn't know what's happening. And and Jill goes, "I'm like, I've been working overseas. I've told you this on like Skype and stuff." And this Owen's just sitting there with a big fucking grin on his face, like, and she's just thinking, Jill, I don't fucking like this Owen, he's sitting there, he looks a bit like a dickhead. And this Owen goes, I'll go out and get the other food now, it's in the oven. So he goes out into the kitchen, and Jill's mum, her name's Bertha, she goes, "You go and like this food. You used to eat it when you were a kid." And Jill goes, "It's just dead weird. They're not even like
vibe,
yeah. It's just like they're like sitting in like the fucking table's the weirdest. It's a circle. It's not even like a table. It's like like something you have like candles around, do like a seance. Like, yeah. And so Owen's in the kitchen for ages, and Bertha goes, "No, I'm glad you're here now, because there's something we all need to tell you." And she can hear loads of banging around in the kitchen. She thinks she hears a cat, but she's not too sure. And Bethany goes, you don't look too well. And Jill goes, "I did have a cold a couple of weeks ago." And her mum was just like fucking nodding, the fuck, like, honest to God, the fucking vibe. I can't even describe to you how weird the vibe is. It's just like, and the next minute, Owen walks in with a them trays you get in school for lunch, one of them trays. And he puts it down on the table, and there's like a fucking blanket covered in it. So and she's thinking, what's this? Like, I can't even fucking smell anything. And Bertha, her mum, puts her hand on Jill and goes, "Stay still when he takes this blanket off." And he takes it off, and there's a dead cat on the tray. And Jill, so at this point, she doesn't even react. And Owen just says, you used to eat that when you were a kid. Jill goes, what's going on? And the mum puts her hand on her shoulders, her sister, and Owen puts his hand on both her shoulders. And they just go, don't freak out, but we've got something to tell you. And her old mum, looks her in the eyes and says, Jill, you were never born. And she just fades away. And then the girl with the fucking pineapple juice comes in and goes, I can't believe that was like a fucking collective hallucination. And
you do know how to tie up your loose ends, don't you?
And Bertha, the mum, Bertha goes, honest to God, I've been carrying that around for years because it's quite dark. She always wanted another child, but she never did, and she always had this idea of like she'd have a second daughter to be called Jill, and she created this whole fantasy, and Owen and Bethany went along with it. But they're at the point where like Bethany was seeing her, and then fucking Owen was that convinced by the story he told. By the time she walked into the pet shop, Owen was seeing her, and Owen puts his hand on on the mum's hand and says, it's alright. And Bethany's just looking at him, just thinking, why aren't you putting your hand on mine? And then he looks at her and he gives like a little grin, and he goes to put his hand on hers, and his hand just goes through hers. And Bertha, the mum, goes, Bethany, we have something to tell you. You were never born. And Bethany just fades away. And Owen and the 80-year-old woman, Bertha, the non-mum now, but she was the mum before.
The non-mum.
They're like they're the thing. There's a 40-year age gap, but they're the thing. And the girl with the pineapple juice is just standing there and just thinking, I didn't see that coming. Like, because she didn't know, but she knew Bertha was, she didn't know Bethany was. And they look at the girl with the pineapple juice, and Owen looks back at Bertha, and he goes to Bertha, are you going to put that in the fridge? The end.